Hi CD Bestie, aku Rocco. Check out my interview at CreativeDisc.com, the number one music website in Indonesia.
Mabuhay City Besties! Welcome back to Creative Disc again with me, Nanak. Today we're hanging out with a Filipino-American singer. He's carved out his own lane with dreamy bedroom pop and his lyric that hit you right in the heart. His music has connected with listeners across Asia, including here in Indonesia, and now he's opening a brand new chapter with his latest single called Break. Rocco, welcome to Creative Disc. It's great to have you here. Kamusta ka, Rocco?
Kamusta ka, Nanak? Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much. I'm good. Where are you right now, Rocco?
I'm in Los Angeles. I'm here at
Los
home.
Angeles. Ah, your night. I mean morning in
Yeah,
Pamakasan,
it's
Indonesia.
7:34. You're in the future.
Okay. Okay, Rocco, before we dive into your music, I'd love to start with your story first. You're a Filipino American, and I've always been fascinated by artists who grew up between two cultures. How connected are you to your Filipino roots today?
hmm
Do you
Yeah, so I was
still speak
born
Tagalog?
just a little bit. A little bit. No, I'm really bad. I actually understand a lot of it, but for some
Mm-hmm.
reason I'm the way where I can't really speak it too much. But that's been one of my goals. I've been trying to practice more and more. But yeah, I was born in Quezon City. Um, I
Okay.
moved I moved to America when I was 3 years old. Um, and I kind of grew up in a very isolated environment as a Filipino. I wasn't really surrounded by too many Filipinos growing up. So that kind of detached me from the culture a little bit because outside of my family, there wasn't really much of a community that I could cling on to as a Filipino American growing up in New Jersey. And as I got older and as the internet became more prevalent in my life, um, I kind of use that as a tool to connect and become more in tune with my culture. And now I just like wear it proudly on my chest that I'm Filipino, and I can't wait to go out to Southeast Asia, the Philippines, Indonesia, all those fun places. And it's crazy that my music is touching your guys' part of the world, and it's just really special to see that my music, that I just made in a bedroom earlier on in my career can reach you guys, and it's just really special. So. Once I get over there, I feel like there's gonna be so many parts of my heart that are just gonna be filled, going back to the Philippines and exploring my roots and just appreciating my culture. A lot of the things that I couldn't do when I was younger.
Okay, that's fascinating. I've got some time to listen to your music too. Uh, was that always the kind of music you wanted to make? Did you naturally evolve over the years? Who the artist that shaped you until become rocker today?
Yeah, when I first started making music, I actually started in 8th grade, and I was a SoundCloud rapper.
Mm-hmm.
So I was actually rapping at first. It was around 2017, so that was like the peak SoundCloud rap era. And then I guess naturally it just never really resonated with me. I just thought it sounded cool. And as I got older, I feel like you are what you eat. So, I just consumed so much more music over the years. I
Mm-hmm.
think when I really first started getting traction, and landing in this bedroom pop space. Some of the big artists were Rex Orange County and Boy Pablo and Claro. And they were such big inspirations for me as an artist growing up because it was this new feeling of music. And I feel like it was an era of recorded music that was so um, organic and real and comforting because, a lot of the times during that time, it was during COVID. So, people had to make music in their bedroom. People didn't have much of the resources, and that era of music kind of proved that you don't need a big team. You just kind of need yourself and a good song idea, and the internet, of course. And then that's kind of where I started off, and then I kind of built up. And my brother always sends me music recs. I always listen to. I don't stop genres. I don't. Limit myself to any specific genres. But I think recently for this project, lots of stuff from the 90s, 2000s, lots of the alternative pop and that scene, lots of Coldplay is a really big inspo for me currently. So, yeah.
Rex, Orange Country, and Coldplay. Uh, I'm a big
yeah,
fan of Coldplay as well.
yeah.
So,
It's a big spectrum. I listen
yeah,
to
yeah.
so much.
Okay, now I wanna let's talk about your brand new single Break.
Mhm.
Okay, since it's opening your upcoming EP, I imagine this song carries a lot of weight. What made you decide that Break should be the first song people hear from this new chapter? And emotionally, where were you in your life when you wrote it?
Yeah. So I spent all of last year touring. From today, I still would have been on tour if it was last year. I wrapped up tour October 31st, so it hasn't even been a year since I've been off the road. Um, and basically, all of last year, I was just on the road, just touring. I opened up for my good buddy Grant, and then I went to my headline, and then I kind of got home, and I feel like I was just lost creatively. I was very burnt out. And I just didn't want to rush the whole process. So I kind of took a couple months to just reset, find new inspirations, and I kind of landed in this spot of the 90, or early 90s, early 2000s, that whole spectrum of music. And I just thought it was so special. So I kind of just use that energy to create uh, this batch of songs, and I feel like Break was one of the songs which was so special because I feel like it became the single because it encapsulated everything I wanted to go for with this project. It had that nice long one note drawn out chorus like how Coldplay does, and it was kind of like this mid-tempo rocker, and it kind of just checked all the marks and my team agreed, and it's just an enjoyable song. So I was really happy that that was the first I was very comfortable for it being the first representative of this next chapter of music.
All right. I want to share something completely personal here. The very first time I heard chorus of The Break, it
Mhm.
instantly remind me of the mess I made by Parachute. Do you know that song?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Ah, yeah. Not because the sounds so the same, but they give me some
Mm,
similar emotional feeling for me.
yeah,
And if
yeah.
you mentioned you know that song, if you do, was there any inspiration there, or it's simply one of those coincidence happen in that music for you?
No, I think it's actually a great reference. I'm glad you brought it up. I'm actually gonna go listen to that song again and
Thank
kind
you.
of with that thinking. But that's an amazing pull. Was it? I didn't listen to it while making that song, but yeah, no, it's just music is just cool that way where you could kind of reflect and just be
Mhm.
like, oh, look, this reminds me of that song, and that's really cool.
Yeah, the very first time I heard Break, I think it's The Mess I Made by Parachute. There's the
Mm,
similarity there. Okay. So far we've heard Break and also Perfect Song to Slow Dance to. And honestly, both songs feels like the perfect soundtrack for a quiet afternoon drive for me or a slow sunset. Uh,
mm.
Without pulling too much, what can you tell us about your upcoming EP? Can you tease a release window?
Yeah, it's really funny that you said the word soundtrack because I feel like this whole
Mm-hmm.
um, project, I've been approaching it with the idea of that this is the soundtrack to a 90s, 2000s romantic comedy movie. Hence the name, a comedy romantic. I kind of approached the whole project with this idea of I'm going to write a story, and then I'm going to write the music for this story and what's going on with these characters in the story. And it's been really cool building that visual world alongside of the music itself. And Yeah, it's coming out July 24th. It's coming out this Friday, which is kind of crazy. Um, we're like rolling out the snippets and everything on Instagram and TikTok, and people are really enjoying it. So I'm glad people are receiving Break very well, and we're just gonna hit them right back with a bunch of three more Yearny bangers. So really excited for that.
All right, since you mentioned about coming up this Friday and also the visual, I'd like to talk about the visual right now because I've noticed the same girl appearing throughout the visuals from perfect songs to slow dance to and break. And then you post that in your YouTube channel, that teaser girl called The Girl I'm Not Supposed to Get. And suddenly
Mhm.
everyone started connecting the dots, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I would like to ask you, who is Lucy?
Yeah, well, Lucy literally is this girl named Andrea Stoker. She's the actress. Shout out her. She's been
Ah,
doing such an amazing job working with me and my team and bringing the character of Lucy to life. But I think one of the biggest, like the easiest ways to explain who Lucy is in one of my most recent videos. It's titled "Everybody Has a Lucy." And that's what I think Lucy is. Lucy is that one person in your mind you can't quite forget, that one girl that you just can't get over, and that one girl who's just always creeping up on you, no matter what. And I think Lucy just represents that. And I think this character of Lucy kind of acts as the through line visually, like you said, like you see her and then you automatically are like, okay, like what like what's going on here? You're connecting the dots. So I feel like she's just a visual representation of the whole project itself. It's like you see her and you're like, okay, this is Rocco. This is the plot. What's going on in this video next? What's going on in this episode? So I'm really happy that you brought that up.
yeah, because it's believable that Lucy, the artist that played Lucy itself, it seems like she's a real your high school crush there, man.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah,
That's what I want it to feel like. I want Lucy to feel familiar. I want you to
yeah, yeah.
you yourself know somebody like Lucy. You know, so I'm glad that we're doing a good job in the storytelling that you're able to catch that.
Okay. I noticed in your library right now. I noticed something kind of funny while working your discography.
Yeah.
Back in 2020, you released a single called Runner Boy, and this
Mhm.
year we got running shoes. So I have
Yes.
to ask because since I'm a runner too, do you actually enjoy running in your real life, or running is just like a metaphor for you, man?
I think running is a metaphor. I feel like it's such a beautiful image, especially for storytelling. Just just running and chasing something that you can't get, or I just feel like that image is such a constant. Wow, Runner Boy, such a deep pull.
Yeah,
Did your research? My goodness, wow, that's an old song. Yeah, I feel like it's almost a little bit pure coincidence, but I definitely thought of Runner Boy while making running shoes. But to answer your other question, no, I do not like running. I do not like long distance running. I can't get myself to run, like get up, put my headphones on and run. But I do a lots of cardio. I play basketball like almost every day, so I feel like that's a form of running. So yeah,
yeah.
it's
It could
can't
be
do long.
it could be my running a company in the morning then.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when I head over to Indonesia, I'll try to keep up with you. We could go on a run.
All right. I want to flashback a little. I think your EP, Her Favorite Flowers, was such a defining project for you, especially with Hold Me Never Let Go, reaching over 40 million stream on Spotify. That's incredible achievement for you.
Thank
But
you so
beyond
much.
numbers, the entire EP seems to resonate with so many people. Looking back now, why do you think that project connected so deeply with listeners?
Yeah, I think her favorite flowers is just very representative of what I was going through at that time. And what I was going through at that time was I wasn't really thinking. I wasn't really worried about numbers. I wasn't really worried about, what's next. I made it from my heart, and I just made it with really good people, and it kind of just I feel like that energy could just easily be you could see the energy of that through the music. And Hold Me Never Let Go, it actually got its flowers, no pun intended. It got its flowers later on. um it was kind of a late bloomer, like it didn't fully pop off as much as it did when like the first year it came out, and then it wasn't up until like a year and a half or almost 2 years ago when it really started to find the uptick. So I'm really glad and happy that people started to find that song. And yeah, I think it's very representative of that time that I was in. I was 21 at that time, and I was just having fun, and I was just really enjoying making music. And honestly, that type of perception and that type of approach to making my music, I've been trying to do more and more nowadays. Try not to think too much and just be free creatively and just do it because I love it. Because that's how amazing songs and projects like that come to be. So yeah,
All right, Rocco, before we end, let's play a quick game called Keep It or Break It. I'll give you two
keep it or
choices.
break it.
Okay,
Okay,
I'll give you two choices and you have to answer as fast as you can. No overthinking.
keep it or break it. Okay.
Okay. Sunrise or midnight?
Sorry, what?
Sunrise or midnight?
Sunrise or midnight? Sunrise. Keep it. Wait, is that how I do it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You can,
Yeah.
all right. Vinyl or Spotify?
Spotify. Keep it.
Your biggest stream song or your personal favorite song?
Personal favorite song. Keep
And
it.
finally, the one last question: keep your heart or break your heart?
Break my heart. Because why
Oh,
not?
wow.
Just for the plot. Maybe I could write a couple more songs.
All right, man. Rocco, thank you so much for taking the time to
Thank you
hang
so
out with
much,
me
Sanak.
today. All right, with Creative Disc. Congratulations again on break. We genuinely can wait to hear your EP coming up this Friday. And hopefully one day we'll get to see you perform here in Indonesia. Thank you again,
Yeah,
Rocco.
hopefully we'll go get a run.
All
I'll
the
get a
best for
run it.
everything that's coming up next.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.